Welcome to this new Spotlight Addon. In this Spotlight Addon, we're gonna look at version 0.1.10 for the B7X or 78 X-ray hotel from Heavy Division. It's a new cockpit, or I'd say an updated cockpit for the Boeing 787. And it took a while before the team released the compatible version for sim update number 5. And a few days ago they released it, so we're gonna have a look at it. They made some changes, and probably the most important change is of course that it's now compatible with sim update number 5. Other than that, they did some systems were completely refactored. They fixed the stepping in plan mode, they changed the VNAV uses the speed director internally, and they added some more static pages to the sys view. So the sys view, right, so you will find a lot of options here, but this is not what we're discussing, because this is the sys view and these are the pages, right? You've got the statistics about the hydraulic, the APU, the oxygen, the liquid cooling, states messages, then the electrical part, which will tell you more about the electrical systems. The hide button, it's not working yet. The view, which allows you to see the view. Looks like that they also revamped this one. You can now see the temperature in the aircraft and also control it a little bit better, right? So you can adjust it up per, I would say, container in the aircraft. The doors, you can check if the doors are closed or open. Also, hey, you can also check if the toilet is being used, yes or no. The gears and the, I would say, tire pressure, the rudders, the stabilizers, the trims. You can see, right, if you're moving the your joystick, you will see that it moves. And currently the flight controls mode is set to normal. The EFIS and DSP, right, which will give you some information about the barometer, the minimums, the bar is set. You can set it here. You can also set, I would say, the if we're using inches or HPA, or probably it's not inches, but IN or HPA, not sure what IN stands for. The MFD, right, you can control the MFDs, and also there's some other options here to move the ICAS and the info, although those buttons are not working yet, right? So this is probably the static pages which they have added. They've got maintenance, which is not working yet, and you've got, come on, you've got CB, which is also not having a function yet. But all in all, I would say some nice options there. We discussed, I would say, already a few of them, which I'm going to read for you now, right? The static EFIS page, it's possible to control the baro. That's this page. That's what you can do, right? You can do some changes here, but not all. So they call it a static page, but you can, I would say, make some changes, as you can see. They fixed the FMC renderer, they fixed the payload manager, and the sim rate manager was removed in the past, or in the previous version. In the past sounds so long ago, but it's not really in the past. In, I would say, previous versions, you could press the heavy button here, and there you would have the payload manager. Currently they say it's been removed, so it will be added again in newer versions, so probably pretty soon. They added the flight plan sync strategies, none to a one-way, and it's possible to import a flight plan from a world map with a one-way strategy. Not sure what they're meaning with that specific option. It's not the IRS, right? The IRS is still aligning, so it's not yet there. If we press the route option, we've got the route copy option. We've got the request option, the print option, and the report option. I think these are, or let's say, it looks like this is pretty much the same as it was in the previous version. So let's look from a different angle, because it's okay, kind of hard with that speed brake in front of us. This also looks pretty the same, so I'm not sure what that option is in where they're calling about that you can load the world map with one-way strategy. Flight plans will be synced automatically on set the world map flight plan, so keep that in mind, right? So that if you reset it or if you're setting it automatically using one of the other options, it will onset the world map. The execution logic has been modified, right? There are some changes. If you press this button, done, or if you make changes, then you, in most cases, you need to press the execute option to make sure that it's really activated. And they made the LNAV more precise, and they changed the logic behind it. Another cool thing is that the SimBrief integration, which can insert waypoints, etc., now can also insert route with airways. So if you create a SimBrief flight plan, then you can simply also add airways, which is, I would say, kind of normal. And then you can, I would say, then they are also correctly imported. I'm not sure if, yeah, here we can see, right? So you can say import load FP from SB, which means SimBrief. It doesn't give any feedback yet, so I'm not sure if it's working. Yeah, probably because we're not at the airport, which is expected. Let me see, configuration manager, SimBrief field. Here's the sync strategy, none or one way, right? So you can change it here. And the units, that's not changed. So the configuration is still working, and here's where they did hide the one-way strategy option. You can see it here, right? So you can set to one way, then set to one-way strategy. All kind of cool. They added overspeed protection, right? Getting an overspeed, that's not what you want. And they changed several colors of the PFD separator and the ISFD colors. FMC lags page using the Boeing design for lags and constraints, right? So if you're looking at your flight plan, they made some changes also there. Flight plan, of course, is can be found here, right? Specifically here. This is the lags. So that's all of it. I looked around in the cockpit, of course, prior to loading this video, and I couldn't find anything. I think this one was already working, right? It looks cool, but it doesn't do much yet. Hopefully that will be fixed in the future. Other than that, what do we have here? Also, not too many options, right? These were already in place. So, cool things. I would say something which we probably have waited for. Here you also have the debug. So they did hide the debug option on the info, right? Where you can see wind directions, headings, etc. Checklist. It's not working yet, and the com also not. But that will probably be a matter of time before they fix these kind of things. So all in all, I would say some nice enhancements. Luckily, it's now compatible with Sim Update number 5, right? Which was really, I would say, a need to use this cockpit, else it didn't work properly. I hope you liked the Spotlight add-on. If you like this video, then press the like button. If you got questions or comments, then feel free to post them in the comment box below the video. And if you want to stay up to date about new videos I'm posting, then consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.